Have you ever had a door slammed in your face, only to discover later it was actually the best thing that could have happened to you? That job you didn't get, that person who ignored you, that friend who walked away. At first, it felt like failure, but in truth, it was a hidden blessing. Today, we're going deep into the Stoic way of handling rejection, not just handling it, but flipping it into strength, fuel, and freedom. Marcus Aurelius once wrote that the obstacle becomes the way. Every rejection, no matter how painful, is not an end, but a redirection. So ask yourself, are you feeling overlooked, ignored, or undervalued? Do you carry the sting of someone's silence? This video is for you. We will walk through 13 lessons rooted in Stoicism that will show you how to transform rejection into resilience. These are not abstract theories. They are real strategies you can apply in your daily life. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and ring the bell. It helps this wisdom reach more people and strengthens this community of men walking the path of calm strength. Now, let's step into the first lesson.
1.
Ignore them too. When someone chooses to dismiss you, the natural instinct is to fight for their attention. But here is where you flip the script. When they ignore you, ignore them back. Not out of spite, but out of dignity. Imagine someone treating you as if your presence means nothing. That's their loss, not yours. Your worth is not reduced by their blindness. By choosing silence, you send a quiet but powerful message. I am not here to beg for attention. I am here to live my life. Focus on what strengthens you. Train your body, feed your mind, build your skills. Spend time with people who actually value your company. This is not revenge. This is energy redirected. Each time you rise above indifference, you prove to yourself that you are not defined by who notices you. You are defined by what you create, who you become, and how you carry yourself. 2. Do not react emotionally. Rejection tempts us to overreact, to lash out, to cry for validation. But emotions that explode in the moment often leave us weaker. Stoicism teaches calm mastery. You do not need to suppress your feelings, but you must not let them control you. When ignored, take a deep breath. Step back and ask yourself, why does this cut so deep? Most of the time, it is not the rejection itself, but our hidden fears of not being enough. Instead of chasing, instead of demanding, respond with composure. Speak politely, act kindly, but stay centered. This does not mean you are passive. It means you are in control. You choose your response instead of letting emotions drag you around. And here's the irony. Calmness is attractive. A man who cannot be shaken easily draws respect, even from those who once overlooked him. 3. Remove them from your mind. Detachment is freedom. To dwell endlessly on rejection is to give your power away. You must practice mental discipline. Accept the sting, feel it once, then release it. Think of rejection not as a wall, but as a sign pointing you elsewhere. It is guiding you towards something better. Fill your days with meaningful actions. Read powerful books. Play a sport. Learn a craft. Contribute to something greater than yourself. Surround yourself with positive company, people who want to see you rise. Conversations with such people will remind you that you are not alone. You are part of something bigger than one person's approval. Every rejection you release opens mental space for growth, discovery, and fresh opportunities.
4. Demonstrate your value. Sometimes rejection is not a punishment, but a challenge, a chance to prove to yourself what you are truly made of. When overlooked for a job, task, or relationship, channel that sting into effort. Show up stronger, sharper, more focused, not for applause, but for yourself. Take on projects that highlight your strengths. Sharpen your talents. Refine your craft. This is not about showing them, it's about showing you. Rejection can be the fire that tempers your steel. Let every closed door push you to craft your own doorway. As Seneca wrote, it is not that life is short, but that we waste much of it. Do not waste time begging. Build instead. Grow instead.
5. Cut off contact. One of the strongest moves in the face of indifference is silence, not desperate silence, but chosen silence. You do not chase, you do not beg. You step back and let the air clear. This is not a punishment for them, it is medicine for you. You need distance to heal and remember your worth. In a world where everyone wants instant replies, you're calm. No contact is magnetic. It says, I have a life bigger than this moment. I am not glued to the opinions of others. Silence does not guarantee their return, but it guarantees your strength. It protects your dignity and sharpens your focus. 6. Prove them wrong. The most powerful revenge is not revenge at all, but quiet self-improvement. When someone doubts you, use it as fuel. Work on your skill, day and night. Break your limits, not for them, but for yourself. Let your results do the speaking. If they said you were not capable, show up capable. If they said you were average, show up exceptional. And do it without announcing your journey. No need to post updates or seek attention. Your progress will speak louder than any argument. When you surpass even your own expectations, rejection will look small in comparison. 7. Go out and have fun. Rejection pushes many men into isolation. They sulk, they brood, they waste away. But Stoicism teaches balance. You must step back into life. Laugh with friends, try new hobbies, explore new places. Life is not waiting on one person's validation. Shared. Joy strengthens your spirit. When you share stories, meals, or adventures with others, you remember that you are part of a living, breathing world. You are not trapped in the prison of one person's opinion. Every new experience adds strength, empathy, and adaptability to your character. Rejection is not an ending. It is an invitation to rediscover joy. 8. Build your social status. If rejection made you invisible, use it as motivation to expand your presence, not for ego, but for growth. Build your body. Advance in your career. Learn new skills. Join meaningful communities. Share your journey, not to brag, but to connect. When you live with passion, others are naturally drawn to you. Your circle grows not by chasing followers, but by offering value. The Stoics believed in improving oneself, not for applause, but for service to the greater good. Let your growth ripple outward. Let your presence be felt because you live with purpose, not because you beg for recognition. 9. Act as if they don't exist. Sometimes, the greatest response to indifference is indifference in return, not bitterness, not pettiness, simply moving on. When you must interact, keep it professional and short. Do not give drama any fuel. You are here for business, not games. If they continue to dismiss, you simply walk away. This is not weakness, it is wisdom. It is the choice to invest energy where it will multiply, not where it dies. You are not here to fight for crumbs of attention. You are here to build a feast of your own life. 10. Use silence as strength. Silence is not just absence of words, it is presence of power. When ignored, choose silence not as manipulation but as reflection. Use it to study yourself. Why does this hurt? What lesson hides inside this moment? Your silence becomes sacred. time for growth, not punishment, not pettiness, pure self-mastery. In this quiet, you strengthen your spirit, align your actions, and remind yourself of what matters. 11. Do not beg for attention. The lowest position a man can place himself in is begging for attention. Do not sink there. Your value is not a show performed for someone's eyes. Your life is not a stage waiting for their applause. Anchor yourself in your pursuits. Do work you are proud of. Create a life you love, living, whether or not anyone notices. Attention becomes irrelevant when you are immersed in passion, purpose, and progress. This is real independence. This is the Stoic way.
12. Be kind, but emotionally distant. Even when ignored, you can still choose kindness. Smile politely, greet respectfully, but do not hand over your heart. Kindness without attachment is strength. It means you act from character, not from craving. This emotional distance protects your peace. It says, I will treat you with respect, but I will not let your indifference rule my emotions. It is maturity. It is dignity. It is the balance of being both warm and untouchable.
13. Do not reveal your struggles. The temptation to show pain is strong to post about it, to cry about it publicly, but Stoicism says, hold steady. Do not broadcast your wounds. Carry them with dignity. Heal them in silence. This is not denial, it is resilience. It is the choice to let calmness and not chaos guide your steps. When you continue your life with focus and strength, you remind yourself daily that your worth does not depend on another's gaze. Final words. We have traveled through 13 lessons together, each one showing how rejection can be turned from poison into medicine, from weakness into strength, from defeat into growth. Every no you hear can be fuel. Every cold shoulder can be your training ground. Every door that shuts can redirect you to a path far greater than the one you were chasing. Remember, this is the Stoic way. Do not be crushed by rejection. Be sharpened by it. Now, I want you to reflect on your own life. Where have you been ignored, overlooked, or dismissed? How can you apply these lessons today? If you made it this far, comment below with the words strength in rejection. It will show me and this community that you are part of the brotherhood of resilience. Subscribe for more. Stay calm, stay grounded, stay stoic.